Hoje é o grande final do Campeonato Gringo de Futebol Brasileiro. E dessa vez, os gringos não vão decidir por escudos e hinos. Hoje vão assistir os vídeos que vocês fizeram falando porque o seu time, ou seja, Santos, Vasco, Bahia ou Grêmio, é o melhor. Okay, we are in the finals of Gringos Choose the Best Brazilian Soccer Team based on absolutely idiotic criteria. The first few rounds were done by Gringos evaluating the hymns or anthems and the shields of the teams, and we're down to 4. And I decided, since all the Brazilians thought this methodology was idiotic, we'd have them send in videos and tell why their team is the best. So you'll see 4 different videos, one of each team.
Just to clarify, now I not only get to make a decision that's going to make people angry, but I get to personalize it?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Hi, I'm Roberto from Edição Pernambuco. I have to say that the best of these 4 teams is Santos, which in 2017 finished the most important Brazilian soccer championship in the 3rd position, being better than the other 3 teams.
What's up, man? O Santos é bicampeão mundial. Você sabia que uma guerra que já durava 2 anos na Nigéria foi paralisada apenas para ver uma partida do Santos Futebol Clube? E que o atleta do século, o rei do futebol, Pelé, aqui no Brasil jogou apenas no Santos.
He's very serious about this.
He's talking to me because Pele, stopping war, I mean, those are things that I'm really into.
Conto com vocês. Peace out.
Hi, people from the United States. I support Santos for 3 reasons. First of all is because Santos is the greatest champion in the Americas tournament called Libertadores. The second reason is because Santos won 9 times the national title.
Okay, so like they always
win. Is because Santos fans are the most beautiful fans in the world.
Beautiful.
And Santos did all of this stuff with the half of the budget of the other teams in Brazil, because Santos is located in a small city in Brazil.
É o time de Neymar, Pelé e vários outros grandes craques que fizeram sucesso tanto aqui quanto na Europa.
Santos is the best because he was the only one who stopped the war.
So I'm into this team. I mean, out the bat, like, it stopped war. Pele played for them. They're poorer than other teams, yet have won 9 times. The national championship, I think, is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't think having the most beautiful fans makes me root for you.
Wasn't that guy topless? He wasn't wearing a shirt.
He was clearly at some sort of resort talking about the 3 reasons. One of them is we're the best, which is not a reason. That's irrational. For every team. And the 3rd reason was we have the most beautiful fans. So I feel like he only had 1 reason, but he wanted more time to show his shoulders.
Santos, I mean, I saw Pele was from Santos. That was a big deal. I remember when I was a kid, I played soccer for like 6 months, and on the little trading cards that, you know, you get your picture taken and everything, they asked you what your favorite soccer player was, and I was like, I don't know soccer players, and my parents were like, put in Pele.
It felt like a lot of weird dudes in the bathroom trying to convince me to like support their team.
So this one is the one that we only had 1 entry, ou pelo menos só que eu recebi. Algumas pessoas mandaram vídeos, mas não eram deles, eram de alguma torcida. Era para vocês mandarem vídeos. So there's just 1 video, so you're going to get all your information from this one.
Okay.
Hi Seth, hi Jason,
Aw, he's the only
hi
one.
Paige, hi Sarah. Eu sou Leonardo, sou torcedor do maior do Nordeste, o Esporte Clube Bahia. Tricampeão da Copa do Nordeste, bicampeão brasileiro, o primeiro campeão do Brasil, o primeiro time brasileiro aí pra Libertadores.
I feel like we have to support him because he's so passionate and he's alone.
Bora, Bahia, minha porra!
I think it was a valiant effort. He seemed really excited, and he's the only one. It makes me very sad, you know.
He did have a good setup, right?
Yeah, like the game was in the background. He was in the jersey. The wall was green. Like there was lights, you know. Not like a weird bathroom selfie going on.
He doesn't really know about, you know, maybe like a complex sort of distracting scene, but that's okay. He doesn't need to know those things. Like, it's not his job.
So one of his reasons were they were in the Northeast, which is not, geography doesn't really, I don't understand why that's a reason. One of his reasons was they're the best. Again, everybody thinks their team's the best, so you have to take that off the table. And then they were in the Libertadores Cup or something.
What's Libertadores? Do you know what that is?
I have no idea. I assume that's some sort of rodeo.
Well, the fact that there's only one person to send it in does not speak well for the team. But, so Santos went to the Libertadores, Cup, but Bahia went first? Is that what I'm getting?
I mean, do you even know what the Libertadores Cup is?
No, I'm surprised I actually pronounced it close.
That was pretty good. It's the club championship, as opposed to when the countries play each other in the World Cup.
Yeah.
It's the club championship of Latin America.
Oh. So it's like the Euro Cup of the South.
Oh,
gotcha.
Very good.
Hoje eu vim aqui falar com vocês por que esse time mergulha tanto.
Hello everyone, my name is Chris from Contato, Ceará. Vasco is certainly the best club in Brazil. We were the first club to fight against racism.
Em 1905, o Vasco elegeu o primeiro presidente não branco, presidente mulato, numa época em que a sociedade era extremamente racista.
Integrou ao seu elenco negros e pobres.
Inclusive, se recusou a jogar competição porque queriam que tirassem negros e operários do time.
Quando vocês falam que o escudo é bastante detalhado, o branco, o preto e o vermelho dentro deles simbolizam a igualdade entre raças, a importância da igualdade entre etnias.
Ele tem uma torcida das classes mais baixas e ele teve o seu estádio, o único time do Rio que tem estádio, e o estádio foi construído com arrecadação popular, os torcedores doavam para a construção do estádio.
I'm not a Vasco da Gama supporter, but I am a Botafogo supporter. Can you see in my hat and the flag? But I love the Rio de Janeiro teams. I'm very impressed that Jason picked all the Rio de Janeiro teams. My grandma supports Vasco da Gama, so let's pick Vasco.
Por isso e por toda a sua história, o Vasco merece ganhar essa disputa.
Thanks from Brazil and Vasco. Bye.
I like this team. This is a lot of people that are really passionate about it. I mean, that's kind of a big point, you know? Like, there's a lot of people who send in videos so that you could know that they love their team, and the team is about equality. Like, that's so... I mean, it's not about it. It just is it. It's like what came from that concept.
They were really convincing. I mean, like, felt like they did their research. I'm like, it means something. Kind of like, feel this is a really important team.
Did you catch that? He's impressed because you... every round you picked a team from Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, did I really? I didn't know that. That's I had no idea. This is like, I mean, you could remove the team from this argument and say, this is the candidate we want you to vote for in the election to lead our country.
Right.
Clearly, I will tell you this right now, if I'm voting for a team that's going to be elected the president of Brazil, it would be Vasco da Gama.
That's a pretty cool story, man. You know, equality is always good, and like funding from like for the entire community to be so into the team that they like funded everything. That's, I mean, I guess in America we just get taxed for our stadiums. They don't really ask us, now that I think about it.
A ton. They clearly might not be the winningest team because nobody mentioned winning, but I do like a team that's socially aware, which they seem to be definitely in tune to.
It's still really cool, the fact that they like refused to play until everybody could play. You don't see that. I mean, Tiger Woods was the first black golf player, really.
So Vasco is like the Tiger Woods of Brazilian soccer.
Yeah.
O Grêmio é melhor, não só porque tem um hino mais bonito feito por um dos maiores compositores brasileiros. O Grêmio é melhor porque tem muita raça, muita força e representa com muito orgulho a terra onde nasceu. Eu sei que esse é um valor que os americanos também compartilham. Além disso, é o time do futebol brasileiro que tem o futebol mais parecido com o futebol americano. Pode acreditar, é só olhar os vídeos aí. Mostra aí, amigo gringo.
We went to the finals of the World Cup last year against Real Madrid. And we won a lot of championships in the past few years, and we have like the greatest history in Brazilian soccer.
Smoked a little marijuana.
Can bet it.
É o atual campeão da Copa Libertadores da América, competição a qual já venceu 3 vezes. É também o atual vice-campeão mundial e essa competição já ganhou uma vez em 1983. E é a maior torcida do sul do Brasil. Vai, Grêmio!
Olá, amigo gringo. Eu sou o César.
E eu sou a Júlia. E eu sou a Mariana.
Somos de Cascavel, no Paraná. E aqui em casa todos somos torcedores do Grêmio.
Porque é o melhor time do mundo e tem o escudo mais bonito de todos.
E queremos ver o Grêmio em Nova York junto com
Amigo Gringo.
Did you bribe these people?
There was a lot of usage of children to sell their point. Yeah, the one kid didn't say anything and sat there wide-eyed, so he might have been doing that as a punishment. The first guy said that they had the best, one of the greatest composers did their song, and American values, and that they play more like American football.
Which meant they're nasty, they're physical.
Oh, they're violent, not that they use their hands and don't get caught. Okay.
I mean, the serial killer kid in the second to last clip was terrifying. A child of the corn. He did not crack a smile the whole time.
Oh, that guy was scary.
They seem like a fun team. Their fan base seems like a good time. Like they'd have a fun cookout that you'd all go to watch the game. But it seems like their fans are like pretty exciting.
Grêmio seems like the big one. It seems like they're all talking about recent wins. So I don't know. I like the underdog.
Well, you have a big decision to make. Who do you vote for the Grand Championship? Hundreds of thousands of people, hopefully, will be watching this video.
I think it's Vasco da Gama.
Okay.
I just feel like it, like the whole story of it kind of uniting different places, like that's a really important story right now, and this is just me choosing a team based on that. Stopping war in Nigeria is super important, but it doesn't seem like they did it that was not their primary goal. Like, their primary goal is probably to play soccer, which is beautiful and everything, but integrating teams from lower socioeconomic areas in a country, I choose that.
Well, Bahia's out. I'm sorry. They don't have enough support, but Vasco's good.
Okay, well, let's see. I think Grêmio did a great job with the all ages love Grêmio, but I'm not sure that selling violence and musical composers is gonna tilt me toward your team. Santos is clearly a very successful team, and they had a lot of people behind them, as did Vasco. Vasco maybe not as successful, but they clearly have a heart for the people. They want unity.
But I'm gonna go with Vasco da Gama. They had a lot of fans. They seem passionate about it.
Santos was the first one, so I feel like I'm partial to it just because it came first. But I would say it's between Vasco and Grêmio, and I really like those last two girls. So I choose Grêmio. I'm awful.
I'm gonna say it comes down to those two, and I don't trust guys without their shirts on. So I'm gonna go with Vasco. Plus he said my name, and he said, and he brought his grandma into it.
Torcedor do Vasco, solte o nó que está entalando o grito de campeão da garganta. Conquista título inédito na sua história. O Vasco é o campeão. Num jogo memorável e histórico aqui no Alto da Glória.